Because God spoke to him directly. God did not say, Abraham, where are you? Sarah, where are you? I want to talk to both of you. I have a demand for both of you. No, Abraham, here I am. Not plural, singular. And the Lord spoke to him, and he spoke to his heart. And he said, take that son, offer him up for me. And he rose early in the morning, prompt. He rose early in the morning, ready to do that difficult thing. God, I never heard you demanded anybody. Yes, I'm beginning with you. I'm making you the first. What others have never done. What others have never been required to do. And you become the first person. And Abraham said, yes, I will be. And he rose up early in the morning, and he saddled the ass. There was no sadness, no sorrow. Normally, when somebody has sorrow, you can see it on the face. Sarah did not see anything on the face as if something unusual was going to be done. Isaac did not see anything unusual on his face, and the servants that followed after him, it was just a normal day. When you do something super normal, in a normal way, like every other day, that's the commitment the Lord is asking for. When you do something supernatural, in such a natural human way, and you don't carry anything on your face, and you don't, make yourself droop, and then you were walking straight yesterday, hilarious and happy, excited to be alive. But today, you're walking with your back bent. There is a load on the heart. And now the load is at your back. And the load shows on your face. No, not Abraham. When we're doing the will of God, we do it excitedly. When we're doing the will of God, we do it happily, cheerfully. He loveth a cheerful giver. Abraham, are you going to give your son to the Lord? Yes, I will. How are you going to do that? I'm a friend of God. I know what he wants. He loves a cheerful giver, and I'm going to show him I'm a real friend, and I'm going to cheerfully give this that he demands from me cheerfully. African practice of Christianity, it's based on prayer, asking, seeking, knocking. And we're Christians. Some people, they're Christians because God always healed me. And as long as the sick, they pray, God heals them, they're Christians. God finances all my projects. And as long as God finances all their projects, they are Christians. God blesses me. Who will say I'm not a Christian? Look at, there's a house there in my name. There's a car there in my name. There are landed properties in my name. And as long as they have material things to point out, God is my God, Christ is my Savior, and I am a Christian. Somebody said, and I know him, and I heard him, and I knew what he stood for. I said, I knew because it's passed on. He announced and he said, people, look up here. I am a minister of God, and I decide I'm a real believer, minister. And now I have this, I have this, I have that. And I must ride the best car in town. I must live in the most comfortable place in town. He said, that's why I am a minister. Then he said, listen to me. The day God allows my shirt to be tattered and I cannot wear the best in town, he said, that day I quit. You might as well quit even before the shirts are turned, because you are for one-sided friendship, one traffic fellowship, and you're not willing to do anything in love to God because of who he is, because of what he has done, not just what he will do. You have the thoroughness of active faithfulness from a sincere heart. I've heard of Sodom, and I'm going to judge them. And who am I? Chapter 18, that God will tell me this is his plan. Does God deal with humanity in general this way? And then who am I to say, God, can we talk about that? What if you find 50 righteous people there, 40, 30, 20, 10 righteous people there? Who am I that God will say, Abraham, because you are talking about it, if I find 10 righteous people there, I will spare the land. The love of God constraineth us. That love, that privilege, and that singling him out for love constrained him. If God tells me anything because of his love that I see for me, I cannot say no. And us today, who are we in our families? Who are we from our background? That God should reveal so much unto us, provide so much for us. For the love of Christ constraineth us, because with us judge that if one died for all, then we're all dead. You see, nothing forgotten. This year, as we're going to serve the Lord with new strength and new energy, you will not leave anything behind. Everything you need to serve the Lord, all the intelligence, all the skill, all the surrender, all the material things, everything, nothing will be left behind. We will serve the Lord with a sincere heart and serve him thoroughly.